Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of Morrowind and have just completed the quests for the Redoran. Actually, do I need to cross the road? Yes. So I have come back to the spot before starting any house quests and am now going to move forward with the quote-unquote official house quest that I wanted to do with this run, because Drolan is loyal to the Empire and House Hlaalu is the closest to loyal to the Empire. He is going to stick with House Hlaalu, although with what little bit of looking ahead I did, I expect that... What? That was weird. It said Nineto's house for a little bit. Anyway, I expect that I'm not going to be terribly thrilled with that. The impression I've gotten from other things is that House Hlaalu's not terribly honorable or anything else. But this is Noleno Dorvain, and she is the one who will allow me to join House Hlaalu. So talk to her. She says, I am Noleno Dorvain. I keep business going here in Balmora while the Hlaalu counselors are away, which is most of the time. Okay, who are the Hlaalu counselors? As I said, Crassius Curio is the most open-minded of the Hlaalu counselors, though somewhat eccentric. If you get lost, consult a recent edition of the Yellow Book. I forgot about the Yellow Book. All right, what about Crassius Curio? He can be very eccentric at times, but his weaknesses allow him to be manipulated. He lives in the Hlaalu Plaza in Vivek, which is probably related to when I was trying to be Ortator. All right, so I can ask about House Hlaalu. Let's do that. The Hlaalu counselors have conferred upon me the great honor of interviewing those who wish to become members of our illustrious house. Do you want to join House Hlaalu? Sure. Yes, you are a worthy candidate, and we accept anyone who wants to join. Even Outlanders. Are you interested in joining? Are there, like, not rules and stuff? Okay. Everybody else has said, do you want to know what our rules are before you join?
There is a rules option.
Let's say no, never mind then. So no, never mind. You could do very well in House Hlaalu. If you change your mind, let me know. If I ask about rules, the rules of House Hlaalu are simple. You must never interfere with the business of House Hlaalu, or if you do, be sure you are not caught. If you're never caught stealing from a member of attacking, I wonder if that's supposed to be or. If you are never caught stealing from a member or attacking a member, you'll be fine. If you are expelled, you will have to make amends. Okay, that's really simple. So let's...
That does almost feel like being a thief works better with Hlaalu.
It does, yeah, to an extent. So let's join House Hlaalu again. And yes, you are worthy, thank you. Yes, I do. Very well, you are now a member of House Hlaalu. When you are ready, we can discuss business and advancement in House Hlaalu. Okay, that's awesome. However, this is the wrong thing. Prior to this, I have had a quest in my journal for a long time. And apparently I've got some House Redoran quests that I completed when I was doing the Redoran stuff, but that I picked up. I've had Meryl Hlano's slanders all this time. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, the one I was specifically talking about was this House Hlaalu, the death of Ralen Hlaalo. And I found the body of Ralen Hlaalo. I think I did that when I was running around Balmora really early on, just basically sneaking around stealing stuff. All right, so let's talk to Noleno Dorvain. She says, what business brings you here today, Drolan? Now, I don't want to ask about business because I think that results in getting assigned new duties. So I'm going to ask about Ralen Hlaalo. Ralen Hlaalo was a noble who lived here in Balmora. When you find out who murdered Ralen Hlaalo, kill them so that no one will ever dare raise their hand against a Hlaalu noble again. Here is a key to Hlaalo Manor, where Ser Ralen was killed. All right, a journal. My journal's been updated and I've gotten the key. If I open my journal, it says, Neleno Dorvain told me that a Redoran noble was recently killed. Must find out who killed that person and retaliate so that no one dares murder a Hlaalu noble again. So no real instructions, but I suppose if I just walk around and talk to people at first. So this is a Mart. Is that a mare? That's a mare. Who says, greets me as the Nerevarine, and if I ask about Ralen, says, why not ask Ralen Hlaalo's servant, Urain Neareth? She's probably still in Hlaalu Manor. I don't think she has anywhere else to go. Okay, well, that's my first lead. Just for fun, what do you say, Dondos Dryler? You greet me as the Nerevarine, and I can't ask you about Ralen. So let's ask Dinar Delomo, who also greets me as the Nerevarine, and then scroll down here to Ralen Hlaalo. Why not ask Ralen Hlaalo's servant, Urain Neareth? She's probably still in Hlaalu Manor. I don't think she has anywhere else to go. Okay, so interior, everybody's saying go talk to the servant. Is Hlaalu Manor going to be around here? Narano Manor. There it is. It's just kind of off to the left there. So that should be it there, I'm guessing. Oh hey, lock level 30. And since this is now technically an official, really going forward playthrough, there is value in lockpicking just for the sake of lockpicking so that I can get more experience from it. So there's his body, which is what I stumbled across. And searching him, he's just got extravagant stuff. He doesn't actually have money or anything on him. Of course, that could be because I stole his cash. I don't know. And then there's supposed to be a servant. That goes back out to Belmora. This is a door. She has 36 lessons of Vivek, which I have not read before, so I gained knowledge from this book. My medium armor skill increased. So I'm going to have to be sneaky and... Hold on. Let's see. There we go. I am now sneaky. Aha! Success. Okay. Alright, so... Urain Neareth says, it's just terrible what happened. Ralen Hlaalo employed me for years. What will I do now? If I ask about Ralen, she says, yes, I was one of Ralen Hlaalo's servants. I saw the Dunmer who killed him with my own eyes. I can give you the murderer's description. Oh, cool. What is the murderer's description? The Dunmer who murdered Ralen Hlaalo was young, with red hair and a tall row over his head, as is fashionable these days. He wore bone-mauled armor and wielded a Dwemer war axe. I do not know more than that. I am sorry. I wish you luck. Okay, and if I ask about the Dunmer, I think that'll just give me a generic description of the race, but let's find out. We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us dark elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. Okay, so I have a description of a murderer. Bone-mauled armor, red hair and a tall row over his head, and a Dwemer war axe. Well, I don't know. I wonder if I'll be able to ask people outside of... Looks like there was a struggle or something up here. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know if I will be able to... That's interesting. Talk to people outside and discuss the description and maybe get told where someone is. But I can certainly try. Let's see here. Who is this? This is Dralosa Athrin. Talk to her and... Let's see here. Yep, murderer's description's an option. So if I say murderer's description, she says, that could be Thanelin Velis at the Council Club, over by the Silt Strider. And my journal has been updated. And if I click on Council Club, the Balmora Council Club is across from the Silt Strider. Okay. Actually, what if I ask you about Ralen himself. Can I? Yes, I can. If I do, you say, I heard that Nine Toes the Argonian killed him, and my journal has been updated. And if I ask about Nine Toes, his house is in the middle row east of the river Odai. Okay, so I've got 2 journal entries. Excuse me. First, I was told that Ralen Hlaalo at the Council Club here in Balmora meets the murderer's description. And then there are rumors here in Balmora that Nine Toes is the murderer. And then Nine Toes' house is east of the river. Is it one of the ones that's... Well, it's not one of the ones visible. So I guess I have to go... Why does... Nine Toes sounds familiar. That is somebody's house, but not Nine Toes. That is also somebody's house, but not Nine Toes. And that is not Nine Toes' house. So, are there additional houses upstairs? Possibly not? It's looking like not. Oh, there it is. Okay. He's over here. Nine Toes' house. With Lives of the Saints, which I'm pretty sure I have already read. Oh, there's Nine Toes. Excuse me, Nine Toes. He says, Welcome, Operative Drolan. Nine Toes is my name. Hunter is my trade. I'd be happy to share a little advice or Morrowind lore with a fellow Blade. Or maybe you'd like to catch up on the latest rumors. Oh, that's interesting. So he's a Blade. Latest rumors? I'm trying to update our maps of the Bitter Coast. There are no good maps of this area. Period. Oh, okay. Islands, mountains, swamps, lakes, rivers. It's impossible. I'm getting to know the swamps and waterways here, maybe as well as the natives, but I can't blend with the natives, and I'm useless in the West Gash or the Ashlands, and I don't see why the maps are so important. Smuggling, maybe, but I'm wondering if they're thinking about landing and moving the legions through here in case of trouble. Okay, can I ask you about the murderer's description? I can. See, now you know I am innocent. Yeah, I mean, then if I ask about Ralen, I have heard the rumors, but I am not a murderer. I believe someone is spreading these rumors because I am a foreigner and an Argonian. Okay, and what do you say about Argonian? We are the people of the root, called Argonians by the Warmbloods. We go where we will, wet or dry, and the currents of blood magic run swift in our veins. In our native land, we hunt to live, masters of the marshes. Hunted and enslaved by soft-skinned enemies, we snare and slay them by stealth, spell, and steel. Okay, so you've got a rough reputation, and so that's why people think you might be the, Oh, hey, I've gained knowledge because of A Dance in Fire, Chapter 3. My athletics has increased to 265, which means I have not read that book before, so... Take it. And... now, I still don't know where the other guy is. Also don't remember his name. So I guess...
He was in the corner club.
Oh, that's right. Someone did tell me that. Thank you. So off to the corner club with me. Is this it? Yep, council club.
Oh, right.
Ralen Hlaalo, was that it?
Maybe.
I mean, he's got red hair in a stack. He's not wearing bone mold armor, but he could have changed. Well, let's ask him. He greets me as the Nerevarine, and if I ask him about Murderer's description, he says, "This is not something I would tell the likes of you." Well, the fact that I'm at 19 seems to be part of the issue. And then if I ask about Ralen Hlaalo, he says, "Also, this is not..." All right, well, looks like it's time to persuasion scam, or spam. So we'll see how this goes. I'll come back when I've got him higher, just in case this takes a while. All right, so I have him up to 100 after a bunch of admiration. I also got a level in Speechcraft. So now if I ask him about Murderer's description, he says, "Just a coincidence, I assure you, Nine Toes is the real murderer." If I ask about Nine Toes, His house is in the middle row east of the River Odai. And then if I ask about Ralen Hlaalo, me? No, you are mistaken. It was that Argonian Nine Toes. Well, quick save it real quick, because this has never gone well for me when I have tried. So he's got apprentice armors, hammers, and gold. Well, that's why I quick saved it. Dang it. I don't really want to get in trouble with the people of Balmora. It's my base of operations. However, I'm thinking the gal's description was probably accurate. I don't think there's any reason that she's given to be trying to cover for an Argonian. So, let's go with Intimidate. I don't think so, and you're pushing me. This isn't going to change that. Yeah, so this may take a little bit as well. I will come back in when he says something that looks like he's going to attack me. Alright, he says that does it. So, goodbye. He pulls a... Hey! He pulls a Dunmer, or a Dwarven-looking axe. So that further suggests him as the murderer. And, oh, that means I get to keep this stuff that I saw on him. That's awesome. Not that I really want to carry around the weight involved with this many armorers' hammers, but I can keep them as extras. So I am fairly certain, given that he has a Dwarven war axe as described, that that was the correct murderer. We can now head back to... Oh, I don't remember her name. It will be a while before I start remembering Hlaalu names, but I can head back and tell the person who recruited me to House Hlaalu that he is now dead and that things should be good. So come here, talk to Naleno, who says, "What business brings you here today, Drolan?" Ask about Ralen Hlaalo, and she says, "You killed Thanellen Velis. House Hlaalu will not soon forget this act of vengeance. Take these 1,000 drakes as a reward for solving this murder." My journal has been updated, and I have 1,000 gold in my inventory. Awesome. So let's check my journal. I killed Thanellen Velis and reported back to Naleno Dorvain. And if I, open my journal, come to options, the House Hlaalu quest is gone. And that Merrill Hlaalo. So Merrill Hlaalo was related to the other guy who was murdered. That's interesting. Anyway, for now, I will call that good, and we will see what additional business, I guess is what Hlaalu's going to call it, what additional business they have for me in the next video. Thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.